Hello everyone, today I would like to tell you about short talks. Number one, first the speaker hoped they enjoy that evening talk by author Marvin Howard. Next, she reminded Mr. Howard would be interviewed on the radio station PQR the following day evening at 7:30. If they would like to hear more or a copy of Mr. Howard's book, she had them available for sales from. Finally, she announced Mr. Howard would remain there for a short while to size books and answer the question. Number one, first the speaker. Number two, first the speaker suggested getting the audience winter coat and scarf because this morning was turned to snow by early afternoon. Next, she announced they could expect 3 to 4 inches of snow before it started that evening. After that, she reminded carefully on the drive home from work and prepared for possible traffic delays. Finally, she announced uh, the day after would be cold and windy, and the road would likely be very icy. Number three, first the speaker thanks for calling and she suggested listening carefully the following menu because it may have changed in the last time they called. Next, he reminded that for telephone prepare, press 1, for billing inquiry, press 2, for order new telephone line, press 3, and to speak with the customer service representative, stay on the line. Finally, she announced audiences to return to the main press to the parking. Number 4, the speaker thanks the audience for calling Joe's bookstore, where the books they want to read were sold at those price they would enjoy. Next, she supposed it easy to find, and she sold the bookstore was located on the downtown shopping district at 565 Henry Street, near the corner of Arm Avenue, and just across from the Central Park, one block from the Henry Street subway station. Finally, she suggested coming on down, and she was waiting for them. Number 5, first the speaker says hello to and introduced herself. Then she announced his plane arrived in the airport at for the for the following day. Next, she said she was probably just want to go straight to the hotel. So he just took a taxi and meet him there at 7 because that would give her a chance to rest a bit. After that, she announced she had made a dinner reservation for two at a colonial restaurant because she heard it was a very nice place. Finally, she decided to see the man. Number 6, first the speaker announced the tour bus accident on the road 10 early today caused make a traffic delay during the morning rush hour. Next, she reminded it also resulted interruption to the normal bus schedule at the central station. Finally, she explained that the bus hit trees and it was going around the curve filled with which filled with vacationer returning from the beach. Uh, Several passengers were hospitalized with a minor injury. Number 7, first the speaker announced they had a room for the passenger on the second floor or for 2 nights that passenger request. Next, she gave him a key. After that, she announced After he unloaded his car, he could park it in the lot outside of the building, and she could get someone to help him take his luggage up the stair if they feel like. If he feel like. Finally, she said the man could be paying by check or with a credit card. Number 8. The speaker said that saving money was easier than the customer thought. Next, she reminded the first step was stopped borrowing money because every time customers used their credit card, they were borrowing money at a very high interest rate. The more money customer borrowed, the more interest they would have to pay. That means they would have less money to save. Finally, she said, throw away their credit card today, and they would be on the road to the saving money. Number 9, the speaker said to the customer that according to the meter, the fare was $8 and $1 surcharge because he picked the customer at the airport. So there was $9 total. Finally, he asked, pay with more bills because he was running out of charge. Number 10, the speaker thanked for calling the city bus hotline. Next, she suggested reading to explain their ponder department their destination and the day and time they planned to travel if they were calling for schedule and route. After that, she said stay on the line and operator would assist them shortly. Finally, she said if they would like to receive free mark of city bus routes, just let the operator know and one would be sent to them today. Number 11. First, the speaker said that today they were showing the thrilling action drama lost in this storm. They had shows today at 1, 3, 5 and 7:15 p.m. Next, she announced all the shows before 5 o'clock were half price. Cold drink, hot popcorn, and other snacks were available on sales in the lobby. Finally, she asked, "Don't bring outside food into the theater." Number 12. First, the speaker announced the president met that morning with its advisors. Then he made speaks to representative of National Teachers Union. Next, she gave his weekly press conference, during which he outlined his plan for stimulating the economy. Finally, he was this evening for a tour of the West Coast, where he would view area damage by recent storms. Number 30. First, the speaker announced the number of customers had called is no longer in surprise, and suggested handing up and checking their telephone directory. Make sure they have dialed the correct number. Finally, she suggested calling the operator if they needed further assistance, or if they want to order the current telephone directory. Hang up and call 656 4900 Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Number 14. The speaker announced the museum would close in 5 minutes. in 15 minutes. So he skated, re- retrieving all bags and crossed from the courtyard room now. Next, he said that they could reopen morning following day at 5 a.m. So skating. Don't forget to pick a special SBS schedule on their way out. Finally, he hoped the customer enjoyed to visit today and want to return to see the exhibit again soon. Number 15. First, the speaker announced they still had some tickets available for Saturday afternoon soccer game. Next, she said that transportation on the company bus would be provided for those who wish it. For those who wish it, after that, if they were interested in attending the game, please sending email message to Miss Kim in the human resources in the office before 5 o'clock, and let Miss Kim know how many tickets they would need whether or not they plan to arrive at the company bus. Finally, she reminded the tickets and bus ride were free. Number 16. First, the speaker announced ordering by phone was easy for the first time the customer and it would save them money too. Next, she said after they were choose, choosing the items they wished to purchase from his catalog, dial his toll-free number and press 1 for their special first time a customer line. A customer service representative would guide they through the ordering process. Finally, she said, don't forget to have their credit card and handy when they call. Number 17. The speaker thanked for attending today's workshop. Next, she honored to have with him for Professor Martina Chu, chairperson of the Political Science Department at the National University. Finally, she said, Professor Chu, an expert in the electoral politics, uh, politics and author of several books on the subject, would lead there in the discussion of the current political climate and implication for the upcoming election. Number 18. First, the speaker announced they had a wonderful program for them. Next, she introduced Dr. James' lecture on the Italian art, which, which would be accompanied by fascinating slideshow, would be preceded by brief musical performance. After that, she said the student from City School of Music will perform a piece of Vivac. Finally, she reminded following the lecture there would be question and answer section. Number 19. First, the speaker announced traffic on the Harbor Bridge were better that morning due to an accident and icy route conditions were resulting from the night before snowstorm caused the bus to hit the truck. Next, she said the icy roads were effective that traffic all over the area. After that, the one cars were moving slowly on almost major routes into the city and buses were running behind schedule. Finally, she reminded allow themselves extra time for getting